Okay, here's a lesson we're doing with Liddie McCook, 12 years old, best score for 9 holes, 37. She's really going to be a great player. So I'm going to let this swing go. It already looks really good, but I want to pick a couple things out. When I look at the grip here, I see a crease that points a little bit to the left shoulder. I would like to see that a little more over here. So that's something we're going to work on. Strengthening the grip basically a little bit in the right hand. A little bit loose turn, a little bit of overturn, and what happens is we tend to stop at the ball when that happens instead of accelerating through. And the topic of this month's video and this month's article in the book that we're highlighting, Annika Stormstrom's book, we're talking about letting the head turn through, letting the head release through the shot. Now, when I put, let's see, I love to put these swings up here. This is when David Duval was #1 in the world. David is here, and Joe Durant is right here. When David Duval gets to impact, you can see how the head has already been released. See, good players know where the ball is. They don't stare at it. They just have a feel for it. And if you look at Joe Durant, same thing. Look where his head is. At the moment of impact, he's already over here. These are things that some players do to allow the body to release a little more freely so that they can accelerate through the shot. And they end up freely going through. And I think so many people keep the head down so literally that it actually hinders acceleration. And this would be one of those cases. So what we worked on is doing some of these. Like when I put let's say we're going to put a clock up there. So we'll do maybe 9 to 3. So we're going to do some shorter swings, some 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And you're going to see we're going to work on letting the head release. What we're trying to do is get a little more of that look. And now I'm going to pull up Annika Stormstrom. Same thing. As the other guys, as Duval and Durant. So you watch, her head isn't even on the ball at impact, and she just easily moves through. And she said in the book that she did it to help get her weight over to the left side instead of hanging back. So the body will go through so much easier. So back to Liddie. And we just kept working on it. Okay. You see how the head turns freer with the body. Therefore, the body can turn so much easier. So if you look at the difference, so by doing 9-3 swings, it's easier to get it in the system. And there's so much less stress on the back. So you see this position here is very much like a reverse C. Instead here, it's much more in a line. A lot less stress on the body. So then when we get to the normal swing, it looks much more powerful. So let's try to sync these up. You see at the same position, you see the arms stretching out more. You see the left leg firming up. And the back is released so she can hit down on the ball. What happens to so many people when they try to keep the head down too long, they tend to bottom out and they tend to hit back here instead of over here. You want the club to hit the ball and then hit the ground. Instead of when people try to overdo keeping the head down, they tend to bottom out. Their club comes down here, flattens out here. They overdo the head down. So what we're trying to do is get a little more of this look. Don't be afraid to let the head turn through the shot. That is one of the big keys to letting your body turn through the shot. If your body turns through, then you don't have to throw your hands at it. It'll be so much easier. And if we can all get to this position, we'd all be happier. So we know she's going to be a great player. She just keeps improving, but this is what she's working on, and I think it's going to help her, and I think it could help you too. Let your eyes turn through the shot so that your body can turn through. All right, good luck, everybody.